Okay, so we just talked about going to get our manifestations. Where do we go to get our manifestations? Because we've already decided that they already exist. Everything we want, everything we desire is already here. Okay, so now we have to go get them. I want to tell you a quick story about an experience I had many years ago. I was living in New York in this apartment building, and my neighbor, a girl, just moved in, and then 3 weeks later she moved out, and I'd been there about a year and some change. And so she's carrying boxes out, and I ran into her in the stairwell, and I said, wow, you just moved here. Why are you leaving? And she said, oh, this is a crazy neighborhood. A guy got murdered in front of our building. My bike was stolen. And she listed about 4 or 5 horrible things that happened right around our neighborhood and around our building. I had not heard, experienced, seen not one of the things she mentioned, and my window was facing the street. And I say that because I wasn't expecting anything, and her whole energy was really nervous, and she went on to complain about some other things she had experienced previous to moving there and anticipating horrible things to where the new place she was going. And my neighbor confirmed that some of those things had actually happened that she mentioned, but I didn't experience those things, and she did. And, I want to use another example. You know how some people just always seem to win the lottery, and you might buy all these tickets. You're like, why don't I ever win the lottery? Gosh, why does that person always seem to win? Or you're, with a friend, and have you ever experienced, you're hanging out with a friend. Let's say your friend says, hey, go in that store and see if they have flashlights. Well, you've never seen flashlights in that store, so you're pretty sure they don't have them. And you say, well, I know they don't have them. So you go in the store just to prove your point, and sure enough, the salesperson says, well, nope, we don't have flashlights. You come back out to your friend says, yeah, I just have a feeling they have them. So the friend goes in, comes back out with a flashlight, and you say, of course, well, how did you do that? Because when I went in, they didn't have any. And you say, well, they were right there in full view behind the counter, but the salesperson was new and didn't know they were there. Now, is that a matter of luck? Is that a matter of one person being more blessed or worthy than the other? No, none of that. It's just simply a matter of being where your manifestations are, okay? So it is simply living and experiencing the mirror of your expectations. Living and experiencing the mirror of your expectations, okay? Expectations, big word here. So when we talk about going to get your manifestations, we don't mean, you have to physically walk up to the heavens, turn left behind cloud 7 and go, geez, God, couldn't you just bring it down to earth? It's not like physically going to get it. It's not like that, because here's the thing, all right? Hang in there with me. The car, let's say, or your manifestation, I like using the car because it's something we can all imagine. The car is already here on earth with you in theory, because in time, space, reality, what we perceive as physical matter is not physical matter, okay? So hang in there with me. Just try to grasp that for a minute. So let's say you ask God or Source, okay, for a car, okay? So it's done. God or Source, energy of the universe, has already given you your manifestation. It's given you your new car. But what we tend to do is we want him to park it in front of our house. Okay, so we're looking out of our window. God, I asked you for my car. Can you just park it in front of my house, please? But your house is only real to you. Okay, so a part of you is in this time-space reality. A part of you is not in this time-space reality. So the part of you that is functioning in this time-space reality thinks it is separate from the part of you that is not in this time-space reality. And you're looking for your manifestations to come to you. You want to see it to believe it, instead of believing it to see it. Okay, I hope you're following me. So it's like asking non-physical entity, which spirit is, to create in the physical. And that's like wanting to be able to punch air and then feel the impact. And the two don't work like that. Okay, so you are the bridge. Okay, you're the bridge between God has given you your manifestation. Okay, you are the bridge between the manifestation and your physical experience of the manifestation. Okay, so hang in there with me. I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about how you are the bridge and how you can experience it. Hang in there. It's a little, you know, I'm doing it in parts, but I really want you to get this. I don't want you to, you know, read all these, you know, things and spend lifetimes and years trying to grasp it. I really want you to get this, okay? You can do this. Hang in there.